On board a ship, we have a place where the crew members go and eat. What is the name of this particular place where the crew members go and have their lunch, their breakfast, their dinner, their brunch? What is this name that we refer on board a ship? This name will be... Hello world, welcome aboard. My name is Grace and my channel's name is Grace on Board. So today is the second last sea day of a 10-day cruise. Then tomorrow will be one more last sea day and then embarkation in Miami. So I'm in my cabin and today we're going to do a sit-down video about ship slang words versus hotel slang words. So what are these words that are really used in the hotel and the same time they are used in the ship, but we pronounce them differently or we say them differently, whereas the meaning is actually the same. So the very first word I'm going to refer that we use in the ship will be referring to that passenger who is on board a ship. How do we refer to this particular person who has paid their cruise to be on board the ship? How are you supposed to refer to this person on board the ship, and how are you supposed to refer to this person in a hotel who has paid for her vacation inside the hotel? How are you supposed to refer to that particular person, or how is this person referred in the hotel? So this person in the ship is referred to as guest. Yes, you refer to this person on board the ship who has paid for their cruise to do their vacation as guest. Whereas in the hotel, in some of the hotels, they do refer to them as guests, whereas some of them still refer them as customers. So on board the ship, you're not allowed to refer to any passenger as a customer. You have to maintain the standard of saying or referring to them as a guest. So in some hotel, I understand in some of the hotel they refer to them as guests, but some of the hotel they still refer to them as customers. But I really feel that it should be guest. Guest is a little bit is much better. We have a guest and then we have customer. In some of the hotels we have people working for this guest. On board a ship they are referred to crew members. We have crew members on board a ship. So, and in a hotel, people working for this guest, we call them members of staff or staff members. Either way you could call them. So on board a ship we refer to people working on board a ship as crew members, and we refer to people working in a hotel as members of staff. The other word will be when you're describing to where exactly the guest is staying in a story building or in a story structure. So we have to refer to that number of the story where that particular guest is staying. In the ship we refer to as deck, whereas in the hotel we refer to as floor. For example, if this guest tells you I am in deck 5, in the hotel, meaning that guest means I'm in the 5th floor. So it's deck 6, 6th floor. So it's deck 7, 7th floor. So in the ship we don't say floor number, we don't use floor number, we use deck number. Whereas in the hotel we don't use deck number, we use floor number. So it's deck versus floor. Alright, and now another place is where this guest is living. So this guest in the ship is living in a place called cabin or stateroom. Whereas on hotel, this guest is living in a room. That's how they refer to them. On board the ship, you refer to where the guest is staying as cabin or stateroom, and when in the hotel on land, you refer to room. For example, you could ask the guest, what is your stateroom number? What is your cabin number? And when you're in a hotel, you could ask the guest, which is your room number, or what is your room number? You get? So we have cabin stroke stateroom, then we have room. Another word will be disembark. So every guest living on board a ship, we refer to them as they are disembarking. We refer to it as disembark. They are leaving the ship because they have finished their cruise. So it's disembark. Whereas in the hotel, we say check out. They literally mean the same thing, but they're different in a different platform. That is when you get to realize that they are not actually the same. They're not actually said the same. So if you're checking out in a hotel, you could tell them, I would like to check out. If you're disembarking in a ship where you've finished your cruise, you refer to your disembarking. All right, another word will be embark. So in every time we have embark, we definitely have disembark. It's automatic. So when a guest is embarking, meaning they are starting their cruise on board a ship, so they have embarked to the ship. And in the hotel, when they want to go in the hotel and stay in the hotel, we could say that they're actually checking in. So is embark, check in. We have the place where everything starts, which is the place where everything is cooked. So on board a ship, we refer to this certain place that the food is cooked and prepared. We refer to it as galley. Yeah, you can say galley, you can say galley, depends on where you come from. So we refer to the place where they cook as galley, whereas in the hotel we refer to kitchen. So it's galley or galley versus kitchen. Or maybe in the hotel they call production or kitchen, yes, but on board a ship is galley. So it's galley stroke kitchen or production on board, or production in a hotel. And then on board a ship, we have a place where the crew members go and eat. What is the name of this particular place where the crew members go and have their lunch, their breakfast, their dinner, you know, their brunch? What is this name that we refer on board a ship? This name will be crew mess. Crew mess is a place where every crew member is supposed to go dine, breakfast, and everything that has to do with delicacy. Yeah. Whereas in the hotel, a place where members of staff go have their lunch or dinner or breakfast, we used to refer to it as canteen, staff canteen. So it's crew mess versus staff canteen. And then one more word that we use on board a ship to refer to a person who is representing the hotel department, we refer to this person as hotel director. Whereas in the hotel, we refer to this person as managing director. So on board a ship, we have hotel director, and then in the hotel, we have managing director. So it's the HD versus the MD. Let's keep going. And one more word we have is on board a ship, we have people supervising us. And these people, because they have stripes, because of their level of authority. I'm gonna do a video on the stripes and level of authority on board a ship. So these people, we refer to them as officers. They are officers. And in the hotel, we refer to them as managers. So we have officers and then we have managers. So those two different words, they totally mean the same thing, but in a different environment, we say them differently. So those are the lovely words that I thought I would share with you so that you may know. I found it interesting and I was like, I need to do this video because I wouldn't imagine that we would have so much difference between hotel and ship. You know, initially I thought that hospitality is universal. Well, it should be just that it's on different environment. Different environments, of course, they have their own words that they use. They have their own way of doing things, and that is so amazing. And I'm so glad to have experienced the hospitality on land and then hospitality on board a ship. Who knows where else I'll experience hospitality, because hospitality is just a passion in me. It's just a passion in me, and I just thought that this would be a great platform to exercise even more and more. And I'm so happy to learn those words. I'm so happy to know the meaning. Life on board is great. Life on board also is not easy. It's not for the faint-hearted. Yes, you need to have a strong heart. You need to be strong in everything that you do, because at the end of the day, we have to achieve our goals. We have to sacrifice for our families and everything, and we have to make it work. So for you who have not subscribed, tell me, what are you waiting Yeah, so thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and like, so you may turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out any of my lovely videos. So I'm right here in my cabin, I'm on break, and the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to jump on my bed and I'm going to take a nap and prepare for my evening shift. Thank you so much for staying here. Thank you so much for subscribing. You are the best.